Today, I'm making handheld berry pies, but I'm taking it the easy way by replacing the pie crust with biscuits in a can. Okay, look, I've had a long day at work and I need some pie day pie. This is a very low energy, easy dessert that I just made up as I went. Okay, so first off, let's take the biscuit dough and stretch it out. I found that this was so spongy that I needed a rolling pin, which I don't actually own one. So instead I used this glass. It left a neat imprint too, but this was not seen in the final product. After rolling each biscuit, it is time to prepare the filling. I used frozen berry mix that I had in the freezer, and it's been in there forever, so don't mind all the ice on top. To make this into a filling, you need to de-thaw it and then either thicken the berry juice or boil out all the extra liquid. I chose to boil it all out. For extra flavor, I added a spoonful of sugar and a little bit of salt. These measurements entirely depend on how sweet you want your pies. The salt balances out the sugar, and this makes the taste stand out. At this point, the sauce was thick enough where we could scrape the bottom of the pot and see the bottom. Now it's time to fill the biscuit crust. The challenge here is to not overfill. Underfilling leads to a boring pie, but if you overfill it, then it's going to start leaking all over the pan, which is worse. I tried my best not to get excited and tried not to put way too much into one biscuit. I think I did pretty well. The biscuit needs to be folded over and sealed. Since the dough is so sticky, I used a fork and pressed down on the outer edges of the pies. While doing this, you need to make sure it actually seals and doesn't just look pretty, but is actually sealed. This will prevent the filling from leaking all over the pan. Now these are ready to bake. I baked these at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until the tops were lightly golden brown. This took around 15 minutes, more or less. They came out really good. As you can see, the berries did not leak very much, so the seals stayed intact. That was one of my biggest concerns making this recipe, is if it would actually seal properly. So let's see what it looks like on the inside. Remember guys, we all want pretty pies, but food safety is number one. So we gotta make sure that it's actually done. Okay, this looks pretty good. The biscuit doesn't look raw and the berry filling looks very hot and steamy. Looks pretty good. Now the taste. It tastes like a biscuit pie hybrid. Like it has pie elements and like a pie feel to it, but it's more savory than eating a pie. This would be really good for a breakfast pie. And with a cup of coffee or tea. This gets a pass. The savory berry pie would make a good breakfast. And it is really easy to make if you didn't have the ingredients to make a pie. Overall, it took me about 40 minutes, but it could definitely have taken less time. Especially if I rolled out the biscuit pie crust while making the berries. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, please consider liking it. Or if you really like this content, consider subscribing to see more content like this in the future. Bye! Friday, pie day, Friday, pie day, Friday, pie day, Friday, pie day. Please subscribe day.